think something useful for this journal is to record things that I notice, especially things that bother me or things I'd like to stop doing. Ashton's Daily Head Diary. There's two that come to mind really as good places to start. One is the amount of times that I look down at my hand and I'm holding something that I have completely forgotten I was holding. This happens a lot when I'm cleaning or picking stuff up, but really trying to do any kind of task, especially one that involves moving around or being in the kitchen, for example. I don't know if it's hard for me to just start and finish a task, or in a strange way, the most efficient way for me to get a thing done is to mix it up and change activities every now and then. I don't plan on doing it that way, it just kind of happens. But I'll look over, see a thing that's in my hand that has nothing to do with my current activity, but was something I was doing or was putting away or moving or using, whatever. It's pretty minor. It just feels like such a clear reminder of my lack of focus, not getting things done, or at least not sticking to a thing and getting it finished before moving on. I think I probably used to view it as kind of multitasking or trying to get things done in one area all at once, move to another area, do all the stuff there. In a lot of ways, it's one of the sillier quirks of ADHD, mostly harmless. Certainly a frequent one, however. I have thought of starting a Instagram or some kind of social where I take a photo of every time it happens during my day, see how many times it happens. Be kind of funny, but also be more aware of it. Try to ultimately be more efficient about it, I guess. The other big one is somewhat related, but on a bigger scale. The amount of times I will be interested in something, get an idea for a project, put a not insignificant amount of time and energy into that project or idea, and then just completely give up on it, walk away, leave it unfinished. They usually start as things that I either enjoy or related to things I enjoy, and it often will involve other people who share the interest or that I want to spend time with or work with, do creative things. Inevitably, things tend to reach a point that it will not really fall apart, but just lose steam. Usually, it'll hit a part where, oh, I don't know how to do this next thing, or to progress, I don't know how to move forward. And that becomes less fun, more complicated, I guess. And then I decide it's not really worth the effort to continue. And it was just a small hobby, side project, whatever, so nothing too big a loss there. But I think especially in the last 5 or 6 years, it's been pretty prevalent. Different projects I've started were going fairly well, and then either decided it wasn't what I wanted to do anymore. In some cases, there was a little more finality to it, like, oh well, I accomplished what I wanted with this, so I'm done with it. Move on. But yeah, lack of outside motivation once I hit a roadblock. Have less time, or I find a new interest to spend time and effort on. Again, there's a harmlessness to it because usually there's not much, if any, financial involvement, very little risk. Kind of part of why it's easy to pull out, I guess, and decide not to do it anymore. And I wish I could reframe it more as, well, at least I enjoyed the time doing it. But it's hard not to see it as a list of incomplete ideas, unfinished projects, failures. I think I'm better than I used to be. I think I have less time to waste, I guess, generally throughout my day and suppose in my life in general too. But aside from getting thoughts out of my head, figuring out some of these, let's call them bad habits, less than ideal behaviors that I might be able to fix if it's really bad, reframe if it's not so bad but annoying, or maybe leverage in a new creative way that's actually effective. I guess I don't want to feel ineffective. Sometimes feeling too ineffective can bring me down and makes me even less and less effective at anything. So I'm going to try to avoid that. At least so far, this project's still going. We'll see if I can prove myself wrong by keeping these daily, or, mostly daily. 5 to 6 a week, I think is pretty good. Thanks for listening. Talk to you tomorrow.